All right, so recently I watched a new show on Netflix called Arcane, and it is an adaptation of League of Legends. Have you ever played that game, Ben?
I played that game in high school.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I got really into it for a while, and I realized I don't like competitive games.
How familiar with you are you with the character roster?
I have not seen any of its updates since high school, so
Is there a year attached to high school?
2010, 2011.
Okay, so it's been a while for you.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the character page. I am going to scroll and select a character semi-randomly.
Okay.
And then I'm going to tell you the names of each of their powers.
All right.
And then I'm going to give you a choice between some more information. And based off of that, I want you to try to create a character that matches that would have that power set.
All right.
More or less.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Okay. Let me find a character that was created post 2011.
I mean, back when I was playing, they were coming out with a new character every 2 weeks. I don't know what their policy is nowadays on that. I am wondering though, like when it comes time for you to draw, what the situation's going to be. Do you know all the League of Legends characters?
I do not. You only have to pick one that's been made in like the last 5 years, because I haven't played the game in a long time.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so would you like to know the names of all of this champion's abilities?
Yes, I would.
All right, the first ability is called Get Excited.
Get excited. All right.
The second one is called Switcheroo.
Switcheroo. All right.
The second one is called Zap.
You mean the third one?
Oh, sorry, the third one. Zap.
Wow.
I can count.
No offense, but I was not expecting you to mix up 2 and 3, but all right.
The fourth one is called Flame Chompers.
Is that its ult?
No.
Do they have more than 4 abilities now?
That's actually why I messed up on the count. It's because I gave you the passive ability.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, what's the ult?
Super Mega Death Rocket.
Super Mega Death Rocket. Awesome.
All right, you got all your notes. Now, as I mentioned before, I'm going to give you a little bit more characterization because those are kind of abstract, I think, to go on.
Sure.
So, I'm going to read to you one of the character's quotes, but I'm going to give you a choice. Do you want to hear their taunt or one of their jokes?
I already get a good sense of what their jokey attitude is like, so let's hear what the other thing was.
The taunt?
Yeah.
All right, their taunt is, guns don't kill people. I mean, until you shoot them. Then they kill everything.
Oh, that is perfect. That is exactly the kind of character I was thinking of. Okay.
All right. You think you got an image now of what you're going to draw?
I've got a good idea. The personality's there. I'm sensing it. I'm seeing it. This is exactly the kind of character that this is.
Okay.
Now I need to think of what race they are, because
yeah, I've been trying to do gender neutral pronouns.
Yeah.
And also like refrain from mentioning whether or not they're humanoid.
Because my immediate impression is one of the little furry creatures. I remember there was one guy called Timo, and I think they had a few characters with his race. So I think I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna have some fun.
Okay. Bear in mind, it's not Timo. I did not pick one that was out.
No, I know.
When you were playing. Okay, so you're just going to go with that race.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't even remember what that race looks like. I just know they're small and furry, so I'm just going to go with that.
They're very cute. Yeah, I wasn't sure whether or not this was going to pan out, because if you had said, yeah, I play League of Legends every day,
yeah,
then there would have been no secrecy.
I would be a lot more angry if I did.
Well, then we could have always just defaulted to a different prompt. Yeah, I was super into the game at one point. It was honestly a problem.
Yeah.
I played it for about 8 hours a day, every day.
I mean, those games, they last like 4 hours, so... Or maybe probably closer to 2.
So I got 2 games in a day.
Yeah.
But that was way back when. I haven't played it since, and I don't intend to allow myself to get into any more MOBAs.
Yeah. I never looked at a MOBA again after League of Legends. Like, okay, I know what kind of traps this holds. I mean, it's fun. It's a very enjoyable competitive thing. But the fact that it relies so much on teamwork means you either have to deal with the fact that you're never going to stably win when so much of your win rate relies on others, or you need to develop a 6-person friend group who is the perfect amount of dedicated that you are.
Yep. And that is kind of rare.
Yep.
Like in my own friend group, there was 2 of us that were really good, and then everybody else were like different middling levels of suck.
Yeah, exactly.
So queuing up together was always kind of like, oh, like you really had to just like forget the win.
I remember those days fondly. Like I remember getting really excited whenever a new character would come out, and really eager to try some of the cool new moves they had. And
yeah, who was your favorite champion?
I can't even remember their name now. They were like a little like a kind of shark boy kind of thing.
Shark boy.
Yeah, I think it's old was that he summoned a shark to come up and chomp you from underground.
Oh, that's Fritz. I think
that's probably right.
Fitz? I don't know. It's been a while for me, but I know who you're talking about. They like throw a fish on somebody, and then a shark comes up and eats them.
That's it. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get him to be more manic.
He looks appropriate, I think.
Oh, I need to show gums. That's how you make someone look manic.
I think the character I played the most is probably Vi. I don't know. You said you don't know their names. It's a girl with big robot fist.
I do not recall.
And she happens to be the main character-ish of the show that I mentioned at the start of this.
Oh, gotcha.
It's on Netflix now.
Awesome.
And I'm really enjoying it. Like, I was honestly impressed. I wasn't sure whether or not League had enough of a good amount of lore to really base a show in, because the lore is kind of silly. It's all over the place.
Yeah, I remember.
It's intentionally that way.
They just kind of made like 5 paragraphs of lore for every character, and they just kind of it felt like it was typed up in like a notepad document in like 3 hours.
Yeah. And they didn't constrain themselves. If somebody had a cool character idea, they had the type of lore to where they were like, okay, we'll fit that in.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you are familiar with the character of Rammus.
I don't recall.
Okay. It is literally just a turtle that I think its paragraph said randomly gained sentience.
Oh. It's good lore.
So that's the kind of stuff that happens in League of Legends lore.
Yeah.
But despite that, the show is actually really good, and I think part of the reason is because it sticks to one aspect. Like, it doesn't try to encompass everything. It doesn't try to have the Summoner's Rift be a part of the plot.
Yeah.
It's all about the Piltover people. All the characters that are from this one town.
Oh, okay. That sounds like it works. Like, they've weirdly had like a good eye for media. Oh, was it Riot Games?
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember like they made the that music video that just blew up. Even it popped up in my recommended feed. It's like, I haven't touched League of Legends in years. Why is this coming up? And it's just like, oh,
because it was huge.
Yeah.
Are you talking about KDA? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, I hadn't played League in a long time. I'm like, what is this? They made a virtual band, and the song's not half bad.
I loved the art direction in that though.
Yeah. That's the reason I checked out the show, to be honest with you. I watched the preview, and I thought, this is right up my alley when it comes to the animation style.
Yeah.
It's not quite like this, but it's a close comparison. Spider-Verse, where they combine elements of 3D and 2D.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it does have that like pseudo 2D look.
Yeah. I love it. I love the way it looks. The smoke and the fire is all 2D.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it's coming across that way, but his backhand is on the back of the bazooka for some reason.
Maybe he just shoved a shell into it.
Yeah, that's it. That's Thank you for giving my drawing logical sense.
Yeah. I like that you went with the design on the shoulder pad. Like, that's very World of Warcraft fantasy. It's really good.
I was just like, I'm gonna give him a shoulder pad, and it's like, oh wait, he's supposed to be like this crazy Rocketeer guy.
Yep.
I'll make it just one, and I'll just say that he like stole it or something. I don't know.
He's like a little wolf man.
Yeah. I have no idea. There's no point of holding this gun up, so I'm just gonna say he's put it on a stool.
Okay. I believed he was strong enough to hold that before the stool was there.
Like his hands on top of it, he'd have to have a really strong grip on it.
Yeah.
Oh man, no, it's on a stool.
He aims very, very strangely. It's, you were just saying that you can do anything you want with a League character.
Yeah, exactly. And he's doing a kick.
A kick?
He's doing like that kind of like southerner, like yippee-ki-yay. He's just
I don't know what you're talking about. It looks like the Sam Adams pose. His foot is just on a smaller stool.
But he's
okay, now I see it. He's clicking his heels.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And he doesn't wear he doesn't wear boots or anything for some reason. He's just that chaotic.
I mean, he is a wolf man, so
yeah.
I forget the name of all those cute furry creatures.
Me too.
You mentioned that you realized you hated competitive games.
Yeah, not so much into them.
What kind of games are you into now?
Relaxing games, Stardew Valley. Games that I'm like the epitome of a scrub. I cannot get good for the life of me.
Isn't Stardew Valley that game that like constantly has timers that you have to meet and obligations and stress?
I mean, not particularly. I mean, yeah, it's time based and you have to get things done at certain times, but if you don't feel like doing them, nothing's making you do them.
Okay.
It's like, yes, you have to check on your plants every day, but what if you just don't want to grow plants? Fine then.
I don't know, and I've never played that game. I thought it was the plant growing game.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to do anything in that game. You can just let it sit there. That's what I do.
This is the best experience
ever.
I
just pull up the game and leave my
game.
desk and grab some Cheez-Its.
So the game lets you be yourself.
Yeah.
You don't get punished for fucking off.
I just park my character in front of the TV.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way, although not entirely, because I still like competitive games, but I know that if I get into one, I will be into it.
Yeah.
So I don't. So the kind of games I like to play is basically Breath of the Wild.
Oh, I love that game. That is probably my favorite game ever.
It might be mine too. Like it really impressed me so much, and it's just such an enjoyable experience.
Ironically, me saying I don't like hard games, I am really excited for Elden Ring.
Is that the next Breath of the Wild game?
That is Dark Souls. Dark Souls' take on an open world.
Oh, okay.
It's coming out in, I think, February. They've been working on it for years now, and it's looking really good.
That's exciting. I haven't played that game, but I know kind of about it, Dark Souls, just because I have so many friends that are into it.
Yeah, it's a really good, well-constructed, fun game. It's obviously, it's too hard for me, but I love the combat system in general.
That makes it fun, though, right?
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I don't get enjoyment from hard things. I get enjoyment from... I enjoy the combat system, but I don't like the fact that the combat system's hard. In fact, I own Dark Souls, and I've been playing it with a mod that reduces damage by 50%, and I am loving it.
So many people are going to take offense to that if they actually watch this video.
As they should. I am the epitome of a scrub. Tell me that in the comments, everyone. All right. I think I've done good. This is exactly who this character is.
Yep. Perfect. Would you like me to show you what the actual character is?
Yes.
Oh, you're going to look it up?
Yeah, just give me a name.
Jinx.
Oh, I've seen fan art of Jinx, I think.
You probably have.
Man, that's not what I drew at all. Gosh dang it.
Yeah, she's kind of like very Harley Quinn-esque. It reminds me of Tank Girl.
Yeah.
I mean, you captured the essence.
I did not think you were going to go with just from the fact that I've seen so much fan art, she must be one of the biggest, most popular characters. So it's
dude, her release was so hype. I think it was I don't know if it was the very first, but it felt like it. They released a music video for her release.
Wow.
No other character got that treatment. And so she was a super popular character. She's not very good in the game, though.
Oh.
But still popular. And she is the second, if not the first, main character of the show that I watched.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I strategically picked her so that you could draw a popular thumbnail.
That's good. Nobody would know that it is Jinx, but maybe I'll make the thumbnail like have a picture of Jinx and then have an arrow pointing to mine, be like,
yeah, and like
that's this guy's interpretation of Jinx. What the? I need
to
see how this happens.
Exactly. You get it.
Yeah, but yeah, that's that. My drawing is Jinx. If she was a male Yordle.
I think you did a crackerjack job.
Thank you.
So as long as you stay very close to the recent champions, I will not know who it is.
All right, let's do it. Oh, this will be interesting. Okay, I'm ready.
All right, you want to give me the names of the moves?
Names of the moves. I'll need to find them. Okay, so I think this is the passive. The passive is Skarl the Cowardly Lizard.
What?
Yes.
Garl?
Skarl, spelled S-K-A-A-R-L.
Skarl. The Cowardly Lizard. All right.
First ability, Bear Trap on a Rope.
Okay. Bear Trap. This character sounds great.
Yeah. Ability number 2, Violent Tendencies.
All right. So we got someone who wakes up every day and chooses violence.
Yeah. Third ability, if you're ready.
Yes.
Jousting.
What? So they go fishing for bears and they ride a mount? Okay.
And the last one, I'm guessing, is the ult. It is Charge.
All right, that's
with 4 A's. Just make sure you get that right.
Oh, it's very important that I get that right.
Timer went off.
Oh, it went off?
All right, you know what that means.
Oh no, I haven't even started.
You haven't even started and you already get the wheel.
What if it gives me one of those modifier ones?
Then you'll have to just go into it with that modifier. We'll have to see.
Okay, all right. Let's see what we get.
All right. Luck of the draw. Here we go.
Woo! Come on, baby.
Duplicate a feature.
All right. I know what I'm going to do.
Now that because you haven't drawn them, you do get a lot of free reign. You can choose which feature you're going to duplicate.
Yeah, I know exactly what I'm going to do. Okay. Do you mind if would you prefer that I draw this from my brain? It'll be bad. I'm not going to look up the character, but there's like a thing I'd like to look up.
If it's a reference that is not the character itself, I would say go for it.
All right, just 1 second. All right, I'm ready to go.
Let's do it.
First, we gotta get like.
Are those eyes? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Little dragony friend? Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, I guess this passive is a lizard, so.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was like the character, but the rest of the abilities kind of tipped me off that the passive probably has to do with a mount.
Some good thinking.
And I'm imagining the mount is a lizard. So, I'm going to draw
this lizard has eyebrows, okay.
It's kind of bored, you know? Half-lidded eyes. It's like, what's up? I don't care.
Yeah. It needs something to express its contentment with its situation. I'm gonna look through these abilities and see how good they are. Well, I wonder where this character like ranks. Like if there's a tier list or something. I'm gonna look that up.
You're just gonna like let them watch me draw while you look stuff up?
I mean, I would have like a conversation starter topic.
Right. Gotcha.
You think that's a bad idea, or you just want me to comment
you're
on your
fine.
great
I just
lizard?
thought you were like, I thought you were just bowing out. Like, all right, see ya. I'm gonna go read some stuff.
Dude, I'm gonna look up some stats. You finish up the drawing and let me know how it went, alright?
I was like, this is a 2-person show, I guess I could continue to talk about my League experience to nobody in particular. I do have one funny story that comes up all the time in my friend group.
Oh yeah?
You know how that game makes everybody really salty?
Yep. That's what it made me.
Well, we were all playing it together in like the same room.
Yeah.
And 1 second. I'm duplicating the lizard as my feature.
Whoa. Dual lizards. That's awesome. You've taken the prompt and made your drawing awesome with it.
This is gonna be so silly. Alright, my story. I'll keep it brief because I'm having trouble telling a story and drawing at the same time.
Alright.
So we were all playing it, and then we were in a game, and my friend, he kept complaining about one of our teammates that wasn't on our that wasn't with us, and saying like the harshest things you can imagine. You know how League players are; they get toxic.
Yeah.
He's like,
yeah.
oh my god, who is this fucking idiot? What is he doing down in bot lane right now? And it turns out that guy was with us in real life.
Oh.
He was in the room the whole time. This one person just had no idea that was who was playing with us, and they were silent the entire time.
Oh, and no.
When the game was over, they just closed their laptop, got up, and walked off.
Oh no. It's like a sitcom setup. It's just like,
yeah, it really was.
And,
it was.
And who's this idiot? Who's this guy oh, he's right in front of me, isn't he?
And just to really drive the point home, they were right to be this toxic. I mean, I'm not gonna say they were justified, but the player in question was easily the worst one among us.
Oh, okay.
But it's all cool now. We constantly bring this up as a funny story.
Oh man.
Okay,
so there's very unclear tier list just from a surface level, but it seems this character only breaches B tier for top lane. He does not appear on any other tier list for B, A, or S. So I gave you a really, really strong character there. So
yeah, to be good in one lane is still a really good character, just because he's not versatile, or they aren't.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, B tier. That's yeah.
Oh, so you were really competitive. Did you choose?
I can see you settling for an A tier, but come on.
Did you choose characters based on the appeal of them to your personal preferences, or did you pick the best characters?
Did, absolutely. I did not care what tier they were. I figured out the name of that character was Fizz. The shark person.
Okay, not Fitz.
That's close. I'm curious of who else I mained, because he came out towards the end of my my League of Legends career. Oh yeah, this is the heyday when they added Swain. And I remember the joke with our friend group was that you've been Swain. Oh, I'm remembering the character vaguely. I'm trying to find his name now.
Swain had such a cool design. I heard recently that they changed it and they actually made him a pretty boy.
Oh no, but he was this old vampire man.
I know. That was way cooler.
I don't know, he still looks like an old vampire man, at least in this wiki article.
I keep overestimating or underestimating the size of this person. This time I'm going to shrink just them, because the lizards are getting too small.
Yeah. Need to support just the right amount of weight. Enough for it to be impressive, but not enough for it to be unrealistic. Oh, is this it? Is this the guy? Yeah, whenever I was DPS, I always went with Ezreal.
I played ADC quite a bit. Ezreal was super annoying.
Yeah, I liked playing annoying characters.
He was also the weeb pick.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's. And then my I was usually generous. I didn't hog the DPS spot to myself, so I usually went with
hog it. It's one of the most unpopular spots.
Really? It was. I mean, it was. High schooler mentality. I mean, it was really popular, but
I mean, that could have been the case back in the day. Now everybody wants to be. Of course, I haven't played in like 5 or 6 years, but when I was into it, it was all about the jungler, top lane, mid lane,
yeah, yeah,
and nobody wanted to play the bottom lane because they didn't get to shine until the very end of the game.
yeah, that's true. But when I went with support, it was Zillion, because there's a zillion different ways to use his abilities. Am I right?
He has a fun ultimate,
Dude,
not super good, but super fun.
It was so much fun to just play him and like, because his abilities like mess with mechanics of the game. Like, I think his ult is something like immediately turn back like cooldowns 5 seconds or something like that.
Yeah, and like he could keep somebody alive forever, right? Like,
oh yeah, that too. And so you basically just kept like undoing your moves and redoing them in order to get around cooldown and cost. And it was just a lot of fun.
now I know this person is a violent man who likes to joust. By the way, this dude that I drew, he jousts with an axe.
He jousts with an axe. Perfect.
But I'm going to draw him with smiling eyes.
Ooh, okay.
Because I think he really likes the violence.
I mean, he must, right? I mean, why else would he choose this as a career?
Exactly.
Yeah. You give him a nice beard. He just looks like a very pleasant lumberjack man right now.
That's pretty
with
much
his
what I
2
was going
lizard
for.
friends helping him along.
Okay, now for this part. His hand's off screen. I don't think I'm going to fix it.
So this is probably like a perspective thing you're doing, but I love the idea of like, okay, his one hand is holding up the axe, so it's like bent at the elbow, right? And the other hand's up in the air. But if he laid them down to his side, his fingers would brush his toes.
Yeah, I am. It's probably a side effect of the fact that I've resized him so many times.
It's fun.
Really
I really enjoy that though. It's a lot of fun to me. And those lizards are so chill.
This is par for the course for them. They're well trained.
I imagine this character must move really slowly then. Like these lizards are just sauntering along and you know, he can't do anything about it. Oh yeah, and there's his bear trap. Forgot about that one.
How could you? It's the best part.
It is a pretty dang good part. Oh, okay. I thought there was like rays of light coming out from his hand. I was waiting to see what that was about, but this makes a lot more sense. He's spinning the bear trap.
Give these some rope lines.
Awesome.
And then some action lines.
Nice. That's how you add movement to a drawing.
Yep.
Unlike me, who has all my characters standing still in a void.
Okay, so I think I got everything. He's charging. He jousts with his axe.
Yep.
He is clearly a violent man. He has a bear trap on a rope. And he has 2 cowardly lizards because I was told to give double the feature.
That is perfect. You've done it.
Woo!
You've surpassed the expectation of just drawing a character on a lizard.
All right, now show me who this actually looks like.
All right, his name is Kled, Kled. And the reason I chose him is because he looks remarkably similar to the character I had just drawn.
Oh man, that design is way cooler than what I drew. I actually love that quite a bit. Yeah. I love that his lizard is all head.
Yours is a very milquetoast guy.
Yeah. Mine is a Komodo lizard.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for watching. If you made it this far and like what you saw, feel free to let us know if you have any suggestions on how we could improve or even what we should draw next. Thanks. Take care.